Konnichiwa, hope everyone's good. So I thought I would do a bushcraft gear video, or what I'm mostly carrying now. I know I've already done one recently, but I realised I'm carrying way too much stuff. I'm making the same mistake I've seen most bushcrafters making, that's it's more camping than bushcraft. So I decided to whittle down a lot of stuff, and some things are going to change depending on what I'm doing, but for the most part this is pretty much what I've decided on now. Plus I've got a new shelter as well, which is at the bottom of the pack. But I've got the Polish shelter hearth. So that's that setup. Is the half shelter. It's bowing a bit at the back, but I can just make this more taut. I'll have to tighten this up as well because that slipped down a little bit. But I'm not spending the night or day in it. Just come out to make this video. But I like this a lot better than the Hungarian version. It's lighter. And this is brand spanking new when issued. It still came with the tags on it. Also, this was made in 1987, which is the same year that I was born, so it might be lucky. And I've got two of these, so in the winter I'm planning on doing a few overnighters in this, so I'll set it up as a normal lavu. Also thinking about making a wood burning stove and turning it into a hot tent as well, so we'll give that a go. And this is the small size. They come in large and medium and small. Most people get the large because they seem to think medium and small is going to be too small for them, but I'm 6 foot, give or take an inch, and this has got a lot more ground space or floor space than the Hungarian one does. I can line it no issues, completely spread out, and I'm nowhere near touching the sides. Insert a sex joke if you want, I'll let you have that one, but this is much better than the Hungarian one. Really glad I bought it. Cheaper as well. So that's that. And with setting that up, I'm using knockoff Snow Peak pegs. They're a bit heavy, but I've got no doubt that these will go through frozen winter ground, so they're worth it. So as far as chopping tools, it's either going to be Cold Steel Trailhawk or mostly this Hultafuzz mini hatchet. It's a great little axe for carving. I like it a lot. I'm still going to be carrying the silky saw, wouldn't go anywhere without that. Still need to get a replacement blade for it, but it still works perfectly fine, so I'm in no real rush to get the replacement blade just yet. I've only lost a centimetre off the tip. Besides that, it works perfectly fine. So one of my new favourite tools, the Indian crook knife for Makatagan. This thing is freaking awesome, highly recommend it. A little pricey, but it's a tool that will last a lifetime. Carved a little bit out the handle. Eventually this handle's gonna go completely. That's okay, just make another one. No big whoop there. And a poorly made, a little bit too light baton, but it works. In a case, 3-blade Stockman in carbon steel. And that's it for my tools. Got the Falkniven DC4. It's the only sharpening stone I've used in the field for years. It's one I trust. And this is my second or third one. I've also got some 500, 800 and 1500 grit wet and dry paper. So I can use it for the crook knife. I just need to cut off a stick like this, wrap the paper around, and I can sharpen the crook knife that way. I'm also thinking about including a piece of soft leather that I can wrap around a branch like that as well for a strop. That should work well with a crook knife. So as far as cooking gear goes, I've got the Eagle Products kettle. Another thing I highly recommend. A little pricey, but I'm sure it's something that will last a lifetime. The copper is wearing a little bit off, that's okay. And the Pathfinder stainless steel water bottle is actually working now. It's only taken 5 or 6 caps to stop it from leaking, but we got there in the end. And that's all I've got for cooking. I don't really need the Eagle Products kettle because I can boil water in the bottle and cook in the pot, but I like having the kettle, so put it with a little extra weight. So as far as fire goes, got a flint and steel kit with some jar cloth, a big ass ferro rod, and my normal everyday carry Zippo lighter. This winter I want to do most of my fires with the flint and steel, but it's always good to have emergency backups just in case. The USA made Kamenga compass. I've got 2 of these now. Keep one in the bug out bag and one in the Bushcraft bag. Very strong and reliable compass. I don't carry a map though because I usually print those off as I need them. I print off areas that I'm going to, that way I don't have to spend money and buy individual maps. I saw a video a month or 2 back, somebody doing their updated Bushcraft gear video, and they showed a map and said they don't know why other people don't show maps, they just show compasses but never maps. Personally, like I say, I just print off maps of areas that I'm going to as I need them, so that's why I don't carry a map and just a compass. A headlight, and something I rarely see mentioned in other people's bushcraft videos is toilet paper. I don't know if they just don't think to mention it or if they're embarrassed to mention it, but if you're embarrassed then just man up, everybody shits. I don't fancy wiping my ass on this. So a little film container with some mixed spices. I think it's a Chinese 5-spice. Going to be getting some Hudson Bay seasoning as well soon, so I'll have the 5-spice and the Hudson Bay stuff real soon too. So this is pretty much my bushcraft kit as it's going to be from now on. Like I say, it's going to change a little bit depending on what I want to carry. The axe will be changed out for the cold steel tomahawk. I might change the Pathfinder water bottle for an osprey and the Crusader mug, and I might stop carrying the Eagle Products kettle. Might replace it with the 12cm zebra billy can if I'm going to be carrying the Osprey water bottle and Crusader cup. Then I'll swap the kettle out for the zebra billy can. Also, if I'm planning on doing overnighters, then I'll add a ground sheet and a sleeping pad and sleeping bag, and I'll be adding an extra Polish poncho to turn it into a bivouac shelter. I'll also put the Robins logger wood stove in there from time to time as well, but most of the fires or cooking that I want to do over this winter, I want to do it over an open fire in a tripod. Also, like I say, I'm planning on making a wood burning stove as well, so I'll be doing some cooking with that if I get around to building the wood burning stove. Still planning on it, don't know if I'm 100% going to do it yet, but I'm planning on doing it. But that is my bushcraft gear, as it's pretty much going to stay from now on. Like I say, been carrying way too much stuff, so whittled it down to this. And for the most part, bags either going to be this French F2, which is also my EDC bag, or the Swiss LK35. So that's all I've got for this video. Thanks for watching. Janet.